So this is a 76 Chevy Blazer, and what we've done is we've gone ahead and made a kick panel location for the 6.5 AUDISON and the 6.5 components at tweeter, okay? And all we did was we took the factory kick panel, which is normally solid. We cut a 6.5 inch hole in it, and we cut a 1 inch hole in it for the tweeter, ran wires in there, and then sealed off the cavity inside so we don't get any moisture inside of the cavity for the speaker to last a long time. So this is a 6.5 inch PRIMA, and pretty simple. We just basically cut that hole, make sure it lines up perfect. But before we did that, we went ahead and carpeted the entire area. Reason being is we're gonna make a press grill here that will actually show some of this area, and we didn't want it to look choppy, so we made sure it was nice and even, and we just picked a black carpet, nothing special. It doesn't even match this, but behind the grill is very difficult to tell.
Okay, now what made you choose this area for putting the speaker in? How does
the customer had already purchased the door panels, and they're ABS pre-made door panels. So the only problem with these is that this actually has a Velcro piece here, so it makes it difficult for us to modify the door. Plus, he didn't want to tamper with it. He said, let's just leave it the way it is, nice and clean. And he said, can you do something in the kicks? And I said, yeah, this is kind of out of the way. It used to be a super good location for us, but the vehicles really don't allow for it anymore. But in this particular car, the e-brake is far enough. We do have the depth on it, so we were able to get a good sound out of this. Okay.
For anybody who wants to try this on their vehicle for the first time, what are some gotchas or some things that they should be ready for that you would recommend that they might run into their first time trying it out?
So one of the biggest things, I guess, the most difficult part of this is cutting the hole. And this is an American steel, so make sure you have a nice sharp blade and a nice saw. Okay, we use a body saw. Other companies call it air saw. And basically, it's just going to make it so you can cut a hole this way. It's a reciprocating blade. Okay, so by doing that, makes it a little bit easier, but it's still tough to cut. It's not easy. I mean, I won't say, it's going to take you 5 minutes. It's probably going to take you 20 minutes, 30 minutes minimum, I would say, to cut both
So
holes.
some elbow grease in there for that.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not super easy. You're not cutting through cardboard. It is steel.
Okay, and then in order to protect the speaker, you guys made this grill, huh?
Yeah, so we made this. This is a custom-made kick panel. Okay, it's made out of two-piece plastic. Okay, and then we did use some 1/4 inch MDF. And we basically just wrapped it in a vinyl, okay, that we're gonna do throughout the whole vehicle. And we pressed the grill inside there. And what I like to do is I like to hide the screws so you don't see any of the hardware. And what I've done is I've taken a ring, which is right over here, and I made it exactly the same area that would fit, slides right in there, pressure fit.
Wow.
And it hides that screw. So it does take a little bit of technique for this. You have to get a couple router bits that'll allow you to make the perfect size insert on there. So you can pressure fit. We actually even gapped it for this vinyl. So this material is 1/32, so 1/16 was gapped all the way around.
So it just pushed right in, huh?
That's right.
What about with heat and cold?
Oh, it'll be fine. It'll hold together. It is plastic, so it's going to contour. And basically, this just slides.
Oh, wow.
Super slide.
That's very nice.
Super slick there.
And you didn't buy this, you made this.
I made this, of course. Okay, and then one screw. Okay, that holds it in.
Fantastic.
And then now we put our little insert here, cover up our ugly area and our screw mount.
Look at that.
And there you go.
And now you have a protected speaker.
Sure. You got press grill, protected, and it won't block any of our sound. We're gonna have awesome sound and a protected speaker. Should last a long time.
Simple as that.
There you go.
Do the same thing over here, and you've got your 6.5 with tweeter. All right, sounds good. Agoura Autosounds.